Good evening, everybody. I want to welcome you to Ship TV. And this is our piece called Mind Your Own Business. Tonight, we're going to be featuring two businesses from members that are right here in our fellowship family. And first, I want you guys to make sure that you share this with everybody, tag your friends so that they can get on these great businesses that we have here at our church. It's going to be the first of many shows that we have coming up on Thursday nights for Ship TV for the Mind Your Own Business piece. So let's get started. I'm going to introduce our first business owner. Her name is Dennice Hillard, and she is of Hillard Tax and Accounting.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Dennice.
Hi.
And our other featured business tonight is Sharika Ratchford. She's with Designs by Estell. Hi, Sharika.
Hello. Hey,
How are you
Christy.
guys doing tonight?
Hey, Denise.
Hey, Cherika, how are you?
I'm good.
Good, good. So you guys are weathering the storm in this quarantine life,
Pretty much.
basically.
Definitely.
All right, great. So let's get started. I'm just going to ask a few questions about your businesses. This will be a chance for you to promote your businesses. I know that our church family is large and that they do support each other all the time. So let's get started. So, Denise, let's go ahead and start with you. You have a tax and accounting firm. So tell me a little bit more about that.
So basically, the name is self-explanatory. I offer tax and accounting services to individuals and small businesses. We recently just passed our individual and corporate tax deadline yesterday. So right now, things are kind of settled down. We'll probably be back busy again around September and October 15th. But essentially, again, we offer tax and accounting services that includes auditing, bookkeeping, tax planning, and tax preparation services.
Oh, okay, great. So I'm sure yesterday was pretty busy for you, huh?
It was, we had a lot of individuals kind of, if they weren't able to get us all the information for their tax filings, we obviously needed to do an extension to avoid penalties and interest and to make estimated tax payments. So we had a lot of people kind of, be concerned about whether or not they were going to meet the deadline. But luckily, we were able to do that. So all is well.
Okay. And Sharika, you're the owner of Designs by Estelle. Tell me a little about your business.
So, my business is a custom garment, embroidery, custom t-shirts, statement tees, all things custom pretty much. I've dabbled in a lot.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So do you ladies since we're quarantined, have you had to do a lot of changes to the way you do business? Like, are you able to work in your office or are you doing virtual taxes or how is that working for you guys?
for me, it started out, I had to move a lot of equipment into my home to continue the workload because people were still ordering. The business didn't stop. There was
Right.
no pausing.
That's
People
great.
were at home ordering. So I just pretty much moved materials and machines to my home and continued to work. I did do a little pivoting. So I didn't do a lot of custom clothing during that time. Most of the people wanted accessories, things that they can get on Zoom with. So that's what I catered more to during that time.
And
Um,
Denise,
yeah, and for me, it was not a difficult task because we do tax preparation. A lot of accounting firms use the cloud, so we don't actually have to be face to face. You can actually go to the website, upload your documents to the secure portal. I will receive all of it. You can communicate with me through messaging, and I will get all your information and be able to handle all your tax filings or anything that I've agreed to do on your behalf. So it wasn't an issue for me. I can be remote easily.
that's really good. That's
It
really good.
is. It
Yeah.
is.
So you've gone back to the office now or you're still remote, Denise?
No, I am home based.
Okay.
Um, I made a transition to work full time for myself. I did work for a local accounting firm previously, and then I just decided to go full throttle with my own business. So I am home based and I'm in my home office. I know you can probably see some of my degrees and plaques and everything on the wall. So I actually have a actual office in my house.
Okay. And I know you both have children, so how has that been working? Do they let you have like a work time, or is it the kids all day? No work time?
Um, yes, my kids are fairly young, but if I tell them, hey, I have something that I really need to do and really need to focus on, can you kind of sit down and be quiet if I need to take a call or do a Zoom meeting or something? Otherwise, I don't mind if they're up playing and talking while I'm doing tax preparation or reading paperwork. It doesn't bother me, but there are times when I need them to kind of be a little quieter. And obviously, you keep hopping up and down to make breakfast, lunch, and dinner. At least I do. So it gets interesting for sure.
How about you, Cherika? Your kids are a little bit older.
Yeah, and my household is never quiet. So I've moved back into my studio since March. However, working here, I had to pretty much get up, try to get some things done before they wake up, and then once they're woke, I'm doing things that I can do. I can multitask with.
Yeah.
So I may have something on the embroidery machine while I'm doing something for them. And I've put them to work.
Oh, that's great. That is great.
Listen, when my
So
kids
that
do taxes, they will.
You might file something.
Yeah, I let them help me out with certain stuff, and that keeps the ball rolling.
Yeah, and then they feel like they're helping you work. As a kid, we
Mhm.
always wanted to go to work with our parents, so that's really cool. Well, if they have
Oh, yeah.
And without and claim it as a deduction, but that just depends on how you say it.
you don't talk after this.
We can talk after
I got a whole 13-year-old. Okay, ladies. So, how long have you both been doing your job? These businesses that you have.
I am going into my 5th official year of
Great.
doing business. I've
And
only
you've
been
been doing this whole time by yourself?
I'm sorry.
You've been doing this by yourself? It's just you and your business?
I actually hired my assistant in January. So I have an assistant now. So that helps a whole lot.
That's great. And what about you, Dennice?
So I officially started Hillard Tax and Accounting LLC back in 2018. I've been in the accounting industry for like 10 plus years. So I've been doing taxes and auditing for quite some time, but I started my own business in 2018.
Okay. So I assume that did you always want to be like an accountant?
Yes. People ask me all the time, like, do you really like being an accountant? This is it. This is what I love. I get excited about tax. Let me tell you. Somebody asks me a question and my mind just go to, all over the place. Like, let me tell you what we can do. So I was in high school. I decided that I was going to go to school to be an accountant. I didn't know that I would go into tax. So I have a master's degree in taxation. But I decided in college that I would go into tax because I actually love it. I know some people hate reading all the rules, but it's something that I enjoy doing and being able to help people. So that's what I do.
That's awesome. And Cherika, I mean, you have to have a heart for design. So, and you have to you can't just like be throwing stuff together. So you have to know what you're doing to be able to do what you do.
For real.
Oh yeah.
I always wanted to do that, be a designer.
I wouldn't say a designer. However, I've loved fashion for many, many years. Grew up, my grandmother, her sisters all did sewing, could sew anything. So I've always been interested. However, like I've said many times, fear stopped me from doing it as a kid because I could have. I had all the resources, just didn't. So working in retail, working and modeling in the fashion industry, it made it easier for me to jump into my passion.
That's awesome. And I know you had a fashion show that was supposed to happen this year, but because of COVID,
Oh my God.
it had to be postponed. So did you move it to next year, or you haven't decided yet?
I'm in the process now of trying to, because at this point you can't pick a perfect date.
Right.
So I'm trying to give it time because I want it to be an in-person fashion show. I want it to be what I've dreamed of, what I know God's shown me. So
Yeah.
I'm okay with being patient. But I am thinking that it will be maybe beginning of next year.
Okay.
Awesome. So, we're in the world of social media right now. How has social media helped your businesses? We can start with you, Denise.
So I haven't been on social media for quite some time. I actually had a Facebook page, a personal Facebook page, but I hardly ever logged on to utilize it. When I decided to work for myself full time, I did go on Facebook to create a Facebook business page. And so far, I've had a lot of people kind of like the page, kind of share it, and are enjoying the information that I'm sharing. And I've had some people reach out to me with some consulting questions, so it has helped a little bit. I am very curious as to how it will become tax time, because I think, generally speaking, people think of accounting as taxes only. They don't
Right.
think about the bookkeeping that you should be doing throughout the year, so that come the end of the year, I don't personally have to do a lot of cleanup to get your business information in the order in which it needs to go on your tax return. So, and I've seen that there are a lot of business out there that are selling lip gloss and makeup and skincare products. And so if you follow my page, you will see tomorrow that I will actually submit a post about sales and use tax, because I'm curious if a lot of small business owners who sell tangible personal property, such as lip gloss and clothing, if they're actually collecting and remitting the sales taxes that they are required to do. So that will be one of the things that I bring awareness to for the small business owners.
And what is your Facebook page name? Is it
Hillard,
your business? Hillard Tax.
Hillard Tax and Accounting LLC.
Okay, great.
And my website is hillardcpa.com.
Okay, awesome. What about you, Sharika? How's social media?
Social media actually, it's I guess my way of marketing. Um, so I'm able to reach my clients. I'm able to communicate with them, advertise to them, answer questions. They don't always have to email me. They get quick answers through social media. And a lot of times, because it's so much traffic on social media, I don't really have to buy ads and stuff
Right.
all the time.
Right, right.
So it's easy for me to just, pop a picture, and I mean, it goes from there. Uh,
No,
Social media is my friend. Social media is my best friend.
it's all of our friends. I just kind of like to shy away from it a little bit sometimes. It's a lot
It's
going
the
on.
best marketing.
Because Sharika has an actual product when you have a service.
Yeah,
So,
and I explained that to my sister this evening. I said, listen, Facebook is good so that I can get you the information that you need to know what you can do for your business, the compliance that you need to do in order to be compliant with both federal and state. I think a lot of times people only think about the federal government and they don't think about the state tax implications. So it helps me get you the information you need, but I don't have a picture of me doing a tax return or me doing consulting work to show you that the value that I can bring to you. So it's a little different for me, but I'm
You
enjoying
can still do it, Denise. You can still do it.
it. I'm doing it. You liked my page earlier.
Oh
look,
yeah.
I don't know how Sharika is not in marketing because she is really good at it. I've seen her get on her business page and she draws people in. She's exciting and she's funny and she's herself on there. And that's really how you have to be on social media. So Sharika definitely uses it to her advantage. And she doesn't mind helping other people learn how to do it that way too.
Don't mind at all.
So, Sharika, since you have actual products, I know you do clothing. I know you've done masks. Tell us about some of the products you sell.
I'm wearing one of the items. It's a neck piece. It's I call it the Pinky Bell. That's the name, which is my grandmother's name. Um, but I do neck pieces. I have crown wraps, which are a head wrap. I call it a crown wrap. I make t-shirts. I do embroidery, dad hats, monogram items, totes, bags, crossbodies. Almost anything custom, almost. I'm almost comfortable enough to say that, but there's still some things that, not that I shy away from, but I know my limit.
Yeah. So if someone were to go to your website, what
Mhm.
would they see on there?
They would see garments, custom garments. They'll see t-shirts. They'll also see Blossom's Boutique by Joy, which is my daughter's boutique, which is little girls' clothes. Um, yeah, it's. I'm trying to get it organized to where if you're going for embroidery, you can go straight to it without looking at the custom
Yeah,
clothing.
yeah. So I know you don't. I know you. When I said that you were a designer, you kind of was like, well, no, maybe not. But you did design a girl's prom dress, and you made it, and it looked amazing. And the dress you wore to the members ball, didn't you design and make that as well?
I did.
Okay, and it was
Right, it looked really good.
you're a designer, and you're really good at it. You're really good at it. Those
Thank
items
you,
are great. And I've
Christy.
seen your website, and I wanted you to say that you make those custom items you make are on there, like you made those. So you didn't just put some
Yeah,
pieces together. You're not like a boutique. You actually make these items, and
Right.
that's the best
right.
thing about it because it's custom. You know,
You're right.
if I have a specific need, because I've called you before about a dress, I want this dress. I wanted to do this, but I wanted to fit like this. You're a designer. You're not. You don't just sell these items. You pour work into them and make them yourself. So
That's
give
very
yourself
true.
kudos, girl.
Thank you.
So Miss Denise, like if someone goes to your website, are they able to make an appointment? How does that work?
So if you visit my website, you will see the services that I offer. You will see the tax resource center where you can access information about business tax returns, individual tax returns, check the status of your federal or state refund. You also will be able to see my calendar. So if you go to my website, you can actually click on my calendar and schedule an appointment with me. You don't have to call me if you don't want to. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I really like the fact that I can just schedule anything on your calendar. You
Yeah.
can, unless I block off a certain time, my calendar is open for anyone who would like to schedule an appointment. It will send you a confirmation and tell you, okay, at this time, this is, you will meet. It'll allow you to input information as far as what you would like me to know ahead of time. And it will also give you a little background information about me.
That's awesome. So I know that quarantine and COVID-19 did affect your business, Denise, because they pushed back the tax date to
Right.
yesterday, which was July 15th.
Right.
Yes. Sharika, has it like messed up your shipping? Are you able to get your supplies in still? I know that's been a thing across the world too.
Fabric has been a delay on certain. Some of my vendors ship out quick. Some of them don't.
Mhm.
So depending on what it is, I always communicate with the customer that it is a delay, because you just never know at this point.
Right.
But I try to order as soon as possible that way it can get to me as soon as possible. But it has definitely put a scare on the business for its the whole shipping and the timing.
Yeah. But have your customers been receptive to that? They've been pretty understanding.
Most of them have. I try to communicate direct, so it won't be no in between. I thought you said. I try to
Right.
give dates and time, and if I can't, I try to backtrack and fix it. But like I said, at this time, it's so up in the air.
Yeah. And that's okay. And the great thing is we're still moving. Your businesses are still up, they're still
Thank you,
operational,
Lord.
they're still thriving. So it's pretty awesome if you ask me.
It is.
Yeah.
People will always need accountants.
They will.
For
They
all
will.
small, listen, for all the small businesses that's going to go on here, tell them to call me if they need to get their businesses in order, if they need some bookkeeping services, because I got you. I'm going to take care of you. Trust me.
You guys hear Denise. Make sure you tell everybody that has a small business that you know, even if they're not a member of our church,
Right.
that Denise Hillard is your girl for taxes and accounting, anything
Right.
accounting.
Right. Right.
And she gets excited about them numbers, y'all. So your headache is her excitement. So if you could tell me one thing that people don't really know about your business, or maybe not understand that you do, that you want them to understand about your business, or that you do.
You want me to go, Dennice?
I do, because
I would say that custom items takes time. And understand the process of making an item. So for an example, the item that I have on, if you were to order this item and the fabric is not in, first I have to order the fabric. Mm-hmm. It has to get to me. I have to inspect the fabric. Right. Make sure that there's not any holes and all type of stuff that could possibly happen. It's fabric. I have to cut it. I have to make sure it's laid out. I have to press it 2-3 times to get it into the shape that I want it in. And let's not even think about what the post office may do.
Right.
Right. So I would say a little grace with the timing, you know, because everything is not off the shelf or off the rack.
Right, and that's about custom. You're getting that custom work, so you're gonna have to wait a custom amount of time. You're gonna have your own time period for that.
Yes, and majority of my customers, they know, like, I'm not gonna take forever, but it's not gonna be a quick turnaround unless you communicate that to me and I agree that I can do it.
Right.
What about you, Dennice?
I think again, the services that I offer should be pretty self-explanatory, but the one thing I would like to emphasize is that you don't actually have to meet me in person for me to be able to provide any of the services that I offer. And like, for example, like I said, with the tax returns, you can upload your information to my secure portal, and I can prepare your tax return and send it to you electronically for signature, and you'll have it without ever having to meet me, especially since people are uncomfortable, you know, meeting people during COVID, which I understand. But also, as business people, we love technology. We actually been using it way before COVID. So it's a good thing to get people to know that people are getting more familiar with it, because it's an easier process for me.
That's right. So, Cherika, I was going to ask, what is your favorite thing that you make?
That's hard, Christy.
Okay, you don't have to pick.
But I will say this. I love to do sets of things. Like today, a customer picked up her order, and it was a clutch, a crown wrap, and a clutch, crown wrap, and a pinky bell. So I like for things to be a set. Not that you have to wear it together, but you're able to, you know, and you get more for your money. You're using fabric. Like, don't leave no fabric on the table. Like everything. So I like to do things in sets. So if it's a skirt and a clutch, skirt and pinky bell, I like to do more than one item of that fabric, if that makes sense.
That's good. That's good. So, ladies, I'm going to give you the chance to give me your, I know you already told me your Facebook, but you can tell me any way they can follow you on social media and your website. Either one of you.
Okay, so my Facebook is Designs by Estell. My Instagram is @DesignsByEstell. My website is designsbyestell.com. And thank you for joining us and supporting. You get 10% off your total purchase online today if you use FBBC10, and that code is until noon tomorrow.
Look at you.
So, I'm pretty sure some customers are probably going to be like, okay.
You're going to be so busy. If you need to put your children to work, do. And I'll come too. And I can send my children if you want.
Okay. And you know what? I can come help too, because I actually am looking forward to getting out this house. I've been in this house with my kids forever, but I love them and they love me. You can follow me, my business, on Facebook at Hillard Tax and Accounting LLC. And as I already mentioned, you can view my website at www.hillardcpa.com.
Awesome. So, Dennice, do you have certain hours, or anytime they reach you? I mean, I know you're not going to respond back to them at midnight, but what are your actual business hours?
Listen, so my actual business hours are listed on my page, on my website. But it's 9 to 5, generally speaking, Monday through Friday. But I have answered questions outside of business hours. So a lot of people seem to like to communicate with me on Facebook. I guess that's how they feel more comfortable versus scheduling an actual appointment on my calendar or even calling me, because I'll answer the phone. So if you send me a Facebook message, I will have an immediate response to try to get you to go schedule an appointment, or I'll tell you if you prefer to speak with me now, based on your questions, based on the questions that you have, send me your number and I'll give you a call. So I'm kind of flexible. It just depends on what the client or the customer prefers.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not answering calls at midnight. I turn my phone on silent.
Please don't. Please don't. What about you, Cherika? Do you have certain hours?
I don't have certain hours, and that's something that I struggle with as a business owner. If I get an email or message, I feel like I need to respond.
I understand.
And I'm getting away from that. So I try to do 10 to 5, 10 to 6, but life happens. And I know people have questions. So, yeah.
Yeah. And you offer pickup for your items, or they can be shipped to them, correct?
Yes. Local pickup is 124 Grayland Drive in Byron, Georgia. And I can always ship your orders, especially during this time. I know a lot of people, a lot of locals have chosen to get their stuff shipped, which is fine. So yeah, local pickup or shipping.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, is there anything else you ladies want to say about your business that I just didn't ask? It's your last chance.
No.
Well, I do want to add that most of my items are named after family members. So that was my way of.
Where did your business name come from?
Huh?
What about your business name, Estell? Where'd that come from?
That's my middle name, and I was named after my grandmother, which she sold as well.
Oh, really? Yeah. So you named the Pinky Bell. What's that called again?
The Pinky Bell is my grandmother on my dad's side. Okay. Estell is my grandmother on my mom's side. So
what other names do you have on there?
Like for clothes?
Yeah, they're named after your family members.
So my bonnet is named after my dad, the Genie bonnet.
Genie?
His name was Gene, but people called him. His name was Eugene, but people called him.
Oh, Genie. Okay.
So that's the whole storyline within itself, because people would probably be like, "Well, why you name a bonnet after a man?" That's just
that's a good name.
Yeah. So I have the Lily blouse, which is named after my mom. It's a blouse and a dress. The Tasha blazer with the peplum, that's named after my sister. Most of my first cousins, my sister, my brother, mostly everybody's name is on there. If not, it's coming.
That's awesome.
Fashion over fear.
Okay.
That's right. Fashion over fear. So I want to just thank you ladies again. Everybody, make sure that you support our businesses in our church. These are two amazing ladies that have amazing businesses, and they're really good at them. You can see that they're passionate and they love what they do, and they're pouring their heart into it. Let's just keep them lifted in prayer that their businesses continue to thrive. And we were only on here 30 minutes, but I think we did pretty good for the first night of my own business.
I appreciate it. I'm thankful.
Don't forget to use Sharika's code that she gave out. Y'all make her really, really busy. Really, really busy. But don't be expecting your stuff this week now. We already talked about that. It's a custom time.
Online orders only.
And if you didn't hit up Dennice before yesterday, you're late for your taxes. But she can still help you out.
But if they didn't, they should have filed an extension. And so, again, September 15th and October 15th will be coming back around, and you will probably be busy. So let's get in contact with me beforehand, because I can't promise that I'll be able to actually service you, because it gets crazy busy. So it gets
right. We've included your websites and social media followings on this live, but we also included your websites on the flyer. So everybody, make sure you share that flyer and you share this live so that people that weren't able to get on tonight, they don't have to watch it later, that they're able to see it. So I love you ladies. I'm proud of you. Congratulations for, keeping it going during this time. We're proving that we are strong, and I guess that's it. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.